If you are buying a system today and it doesn't have this one feature, you should drop that product immediately. And that is the ability to remotely monitor the system. I mean, think about it. You have AirTags and Find My enabled on your phone so that you can monitor your devices and your family members at all time. Why would you not choose a system that can remotely monitor itself? Now, when it comes to industrial systems, this means that these systems will log the key parameters of your system and then transmit them remotely to the cloud. And cloud is basically nothing but a computer hardware that is at some remote location. So obviously, if you want to transmit the data, you would like to have internet connection. And that decides the kind of remote monitoring systems you have. There is 4G or 5G, or there's Wi-Fi based systems. So as an example, for StatCon Powtek's SunPunch Trimax system, we have Wi-Fi based remote monitoring, which means it'll use the Wi-Fi in your house to be able to transmit the key system parameters to the cloud. For some systems for StatCon Electronics, which are related to battery charging or power supplies, these are out in the field where there is no Wi-Fi connection. So we use 4G LTE connection to be able to transmit the data to the cloud. Now, the next stage of these systems is when systems can not just remotely monitor, but also remotely control. So as an example, for Trimax, we have this ability to remotely turn on or off the inverter if you want. You also have similar systems like these in all sorts of robotic vacuum cleaners. Now, you might be asking, why do I even care about this? I don't know if I need to have my data transmitted. But the point is that in today's day and age, data is everything. Data enables you to apply AI. Any sort of artificial intelligence system can only be as smart as the data that it uses to learn. So if you, for example, have a solar system that is smart and it knows what your usage patterns are, and it knows that every Friday night you use 5 kilowatt hour and in the day you're gone, if at some day it knows by monitoring the weather that today the solar cloud, because of cloud, the solar generation is going to be low, it can optimize so that it delivers less power during the day to make sure that the 5 kilowatt hour that you need is available at night. But that's not possible if you don't do remote monitoring. So anytime you're buying a product, make sure that it has remote monitoring and control, even if you have to pay a little bit extra. For the obvious reason that if your system ever fails, you would not be able to know what's wrong with it unless you can look at the logs, or somebody from the company that made the product can remotely look at the logs. If you'd like to learn more about these systems, follow for more. And if you'd like to buy these systems, you can check out our website.